Welcome to Warmage, a challenging tactical RPG with permadeath that takes place in a dark, grid-based world where every decision matters. You play as a young warmage tasked with defending your city against an unknown evil, all while managing your resources, upgrading your spells, and fighting through waves of enemies. In Warmage, you can choose between 12 unique archetypes, each with its own gameplay style. Whether you prefer melee, range combat, or spellcasting, there's a class to match. Each Warmage comes with a wide array of abilities and over 96 spells and 55 items you can unlock and combine to create the ultimate warrior mage. Customization is deep, allowing players to upgrade their spells and improve their primary stats as they level up, helping to tackle the increasingly tough waves of enemies. The city is your battlefield. Warmage allows you to pick missions from a city map, strategically choosing which part of the city to defend. Each battle comes with different objectives, adding variety and replayability. As you progress, your decisions during exploration play a key role in how well you prepare for upcoming encounters, keeping tension high. Between fights, you can visit shops to buy new spells and items or upgrade your existing arsenal using gems collected in combat. Right guys, so in combat I do like to show you the mechanics myself. So basically on the right you have the initiative order. Yes, this game does have initiative order. And this guy, the enemy went first and could have done some damage but they were too far away. And the game can be brutal at times, and put an enemy right next to the person you're trying to save and just annihilate them, which is very disappointing because it'll end your run. It doesn't matter how tough you are, you can't stop that. Now, each mission has objectives. It also has waves. This is wave 2 of 11, and they'll just keep spawning more enemies, more difficult enemies as the waves go on. You have 7 turns to withstand these waves coming through. Do not let Martin die. Okay, so if he dies, this is the end of the mission. So during combat you get MP, which is your movement points. So in this game guys, the movement works like this: 3 MP for movement points, and you can take an attack and move after. You can move 1 square, then move another square. It's not locked in. You don't attack then lose your movement, so I do like that. So what we're going to show you here, he's now got 6 AP action points. He's going to use the blessed hammer and see what damage it is. It's going to take it down to 36. Let's see. Okay, so that's his movement done. You click the little timer in the corner and it'll now pass us over to my main guy. So I want to, if I hit that, I'm going to show you what happens now. So if I hit that, so that's done more damage to that enemy than what my lightning would have. So it's best to use little bits of the environment that are around you. So it tells you everything about the ability, guys, and if you press T, it shows you much more information, as much information as you want, which is a really good thing because I love information. I don't like games that don't give you much to go off. So this is for the, the people that really want that extra insight to abilities and character customization, and it really helps telling you every little detail. So what we're going to do here, guys, is you can put these out as well. So what this will do is, I do think this needs worked on, because now this has 83 health, and what will happen is the enemies will attack that, which for now it's a benefit to you, and it helps you because it's going to heal you, plus they'll all attack it, so it's a dummy in a sense. I think the EI needs worked on. I think they should attack you personally. We're going to use this, see what damage we've done, right? So we can also move out of the way of this enemy. Take that little bad boy down. If you want to stand on them white markers, the enemy won't spawn. Or you could put, if you've got a certain character, you can put a landmine down, and when they spawn, boom, it can either instantly kill them or take them down to almost no health, depending on the enemy. So as you can see, the abilities once used to go, and it's just random when they come back the next move. So you've got to be careful what you're using, and do you really need to use it that turn, so you've got to think about it. So we're going to heal myself here, which is really good. Right, now we need to get rid of this enemy. Now what you do, guys, you pick up gems during the battles as well, and you use them in the shop afterwards to purchase new upgrades, new abilities, and it works like that. You can't take on these crystals, but you're high. They've got a high health, so it takes quite well to destroy them, and in that time, your peasant is probably going to die. Now, you see what I mean? They are now going towards this, which I personally don't agree with, but it is what it is. Nice area of effectability there. I love out like that. Now look, all them around there. So, because I used all my action points, I've moved out the way, and let's go. Only got to last one more turn. It's as easy as that. So as long as you do what's asked of you, the mission will complete. You can't do more the more enemies you kill, the more XP, the more gems will drop, and you pick up and you can purchase new items. So it's up to you how you want to tackle the mission. You can be safe, but the longer you play, the harder it gets. I'm telling you, it gets hard. Now, that's where it becomes brutal. If your main guy is killed, it's game over. It's goddamn game over. It's a joke, man. While Warmage may feel rough and punching at first, its addictive loop of tactical combat and constant upgrading makes it hard to put down. The Permadeath system, paired with rich variety of spells and classes, offers high replayability for players who love a challenge. As you learn the game's intricacies, it becomes more rewarding, but be prepared for a steep learning curve if you're a fan of turn-based strategy games with a darker twist. Warmage is worth exploring, even though it might push your patience to the limit.